be able to come back, but the belief and the offense able to do it. The defense continuing to give them the ball back.
167 yards for Houston in the fourth. Jacksonville has got 2 yards.
And you mentioned it, Ian, they don't need many yards to get themselves into field goal range with 31 seconds left here and 1 timeout. So Trevor Lawrence has a chance to go out and answer and see if he can lead another game-winning drive like he's done 3 times this year so far.
The Houston Texans are 0-5 in 1-score games. Jacksonville, 4 of its 5 wins this season have been by 1 score. Kick by Wright. Return man is Tootin. Tootin trying to get to the sideline. And he's down before he hits the 35. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and the future of America's family farms, followed by new episodes of Tracker and the music competition series, The Road, plus Sheriff Country tonight, CBS Sunday.
Ian, what I want you to watch on this drive is Trevor Lawrence with his legs. That's where the Texans have struggled late in games. See if they put a spy on Trevor Lawrence to make sure he can't pick up yards, because they don't need many to get into field goal range.
They need 17 yards for him to try a 68-yarder, which he made last week. Lawrence, he's devoured!
Danielle Hunter, number 4 on the day. He is just having his way out here.
Third and final team.
Danielle Hunter is not human.
Please set the game clock to 22 seconds.
He looks like a cyborg. He plays like a cyborg. Came into today having a drought and ends the day with at least 3.5, possibly 4 sacks.
And it forces Jacksonville to use its final timeout. 22 seconds on the clock. The sun is bursting through the panels here at NRG Stadium, and it coincided with the Texans' comeback. No timeouts remaining. 22 seconds on the clock. Lawrence will operate from the gun. Deep drop. Lawrence steps up.
There it is.
He's going to run.
There it is.
Lawrence ducks out of bounds as he hits the 45.
I told you. That's where the Texans have had issues this year late in games on the final drives is quarterbacks with their legs, letting them out of the pocket. And here, Trevor Lawrence takes full advantage, and it's man coverage behind, so all the DBs are looking at their receivers, not back at the quarterback, which gives him so much room to scamper. 21 yards. That's the kryptonite right now of the #1 defense in the NFL.
Right now it would be a 73-yard field goal attempt. 13 seconds left.
No timeouts.
Lawrence on the move. Flag is thrown. Completion into Houston territory. Parker Washington. Penalty marker at the 39. 7 seconds on the clock.
Illegal use of hands. Hands to the face. Offense number 55. 5-yard penalty.
Edoga, the extra offensive lineman.
55 right here. His hands up in the face, and just a killer of a penalty. Not only because of the yardage, which is obvious, but also because now you only have 7 seconds left and no timeouts.
The Texans have outscored the Jaguars 20-0 in the fourth quarter. They need about 15 yards for this to be realistic, and they have no timeouts remaining. So they have to get the yardage and then get out of bounds. Houston takes a timeout.
Timeout. Houston. It will be 30 seconds.
And you're going to see what you call orange coverage for outside leverage, or boundary, protect the boundary, whatever you want to call it, everybody's going to be protecting the sidelines because they don't care if this pass is completed inbounds. 7 seconds is not enough to complete it inbounds and get up there.
They were down by 19 points. Largest comeback in franchise history was 2013 at the Chargers, down by 21. 7 seconds remain. Can they get Cam Little a chance? He set an NFL record last week, 68-yard field goal. He made a 70-yarder in preseason. No timeouts remaining on either side. Texans are trying to save their season.
See everybody protecting the perimeter out here.
Lawrence. He's sacked, and it's over. Will Anderson Jr. gets there. The ball pops in the air, and Rankins takes it the distance. What a way to end it. The Texans come from behind and defeat the Jaguars. And their defense puts the final cherry on top of the sundae.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Only fitting that the defense ends it for the Houston Texans. They protected the sideline. Will Anderson gets home, and Rankins takes it home for the touchdown.
So they outscore the Jaguars officially 26-0 in the fourth quarter. Tremendous rally and an eye-popping highlight to end the day. You never know what you're going to get every Sunday in the NFL. Jacksonville was in control, looked like they were cruising to a 6-3 start to the season. Instead, it's Houston that gets an incredible win at home, and they split the season series with the Jaguars. Coming up next, State Farm postgame show for J.J. Watt, Evan Washburn, Gene Steratore, Ian Eagle saying so long from H-Town. We'll take you back to New York for all of the scores and highlights coming up after this. A thriller in Clutch City.
Compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe.
With Vic, mate. Look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
It's time for the Geico Play of the Day.
In Houston, Jacksonville's Parker Washington receives the punt. He returns his baby 73 yards to pay dirt past the Texas Austin Bregman and punter Tommy Townsend for the score. That was Parker's third career punt return for a score. That's the most in Jags history.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
You're home for the holidays. You've dreamt of this moment, back in your old room. Oh.
Hey, kiddo, I'll be right there.
At least you can get a deal on new shorts for Dad. Something with a little more coverage.
America's farmers on the front lines of the trade war. 60 Minutes new tonight.
Our lawyer said we couldn't name this new Carl's Jr. burger the biggest burger for the smallest price burger, so we didn't. The Cali XL. Charging more for half the meat? Not loving that. Get it now for a limited time, only at Carl's Jr.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days, and a trailer backup guide That's the champ of the ramp. Heck, we might even cancel Monday. Toyota trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on a 2025 Toyota Tacoma for 72 months. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
We can tell you Carl's Jr.'s new $5.99 Cali XL burger has double the beef of a Big Mac for less. Or we could show you the new Cali XL. More meat, not more expensive. Only at Carl's Jr.
This is the State Farm Postgame Show.
And welcome to the State Farm Postgame Show. I'm James Brown in New York. Coming up next, catch some uplifting and motivational stories from the world of football. Tune in to the CBS Sports Spectacular, Courage in Sports, Gridiron Greatness. Again, that's coming up next right here on CBS. I wish you guys could be in here with my guys because they are flat out hilarious at any point in time. So here are the guys, and we'll talk about the action.
Yeah, we got lots of action, lots of highlights here. Let's start with this one. Jacksonville and the Texans. Trevor Lawrence right here. He's going to find a beautiful throw right there. Parker Washington in the back of the end zone. It was all Jacksonville until it was not. Okay. Davis Mills. He's going to be looking right here and finds Dalton Schultz. Couple clutches. Beautiful high point throw in the back of the end zone. Later, game on the line. Davis Mills, what's he going to do? He's going to take off, call his own number, go down the sideline, has the 14-yard touchdown right there. Trevor Lawrence has a chance here at the end of the game. They have to get this ball out.
7 seconds.
7 seconds. Let it go. Let it go. No. Sacked by Will Anderson. Fumbled. Sheldon Rankins takes it to the house. Texans get the job done 36 to 29. Let's go over to Berlin. A lot to unpack there as well. Colts taking on the Falcons in Germany here at the end of regulation. Colts kicker Michael Batchley nails the 44-yard field goal to tie the game, sends it to overtime. Who are you going to give it to in overtime if you're the Colts? Jonathan Taylor. Right up the middle. He has been outstanding all year. Hits the walk-off celly right there for the win. Colts get the job done 31-25.
And down in Tampa Bay is going to be right here. You can see Stephon Diggs back in the end zone. And then it's going to be Travion Henderson right here, taking off 55 yards. Travion Williams, 14 carries, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was 55 yards. You know what? It was so good. Let's give the ball to this man again in the fourth quarter, try to seal it. And they do that, and he goes 69 yards for that. There was 2 Drake-made touchdowns.
All right, Coach, let me get this highlight, man. I got the Bills and the Dolphins. Man, you're doing too much talking right now. All right, that's Josh Allen. He got a fumble, and it's recovered by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And you know what? A couple of plays later, Von Achane says, I'm about to put this baby to bed. Listen, this was a trap game, and the Dolphins beat up on the Bills.
Coach, you've been talking too much right there. Kyron Williams, 7 yards, 2 yards out. He takes it in, and it's the Rams over San Francisco, 7-0.
All right, Rams on the board early.
Hey, Matt, I love the competitiveness of these guys here.
Just saying, I got some highlights to get to, man.
Go ahead, talk, folks.
Let Nick do his thing. Let him do his thing.
I'm soon heading back.
I mean, listen, I think for the Houston Texans and what Davis Mills did in the second half of that game speaks volumes. But it's that Houston defense that kept them in the game all day long. I mean, and they answered the bell, and big win for Houston.
Huge win. We talked about it coming in, right? Is this a must-win
playoff
game?
game?
Is it a playoff game? Whatever the mentality was, their back was against the wall in that fourth quarter. Delivered 26 points to 0 on the other side. Really, it was 20-0 with the 6 points at the end. But unbelievable performance from the defense. Unbelievable performance from Davis Mills, putting them on their back, going down the field, making plays when he had to. Very, very disappointing on Jacksonville's end. You've got a chance to really make a stride there. Keep pace with the Colts in the AFC South. You have control of that game. Ultimately end up falling short. Very disappointing.
Listen, I would never dare call for a player's job. You know, I'm part of this brotherhood, this fraternity. That's not my style on TV. But there are some questions about a handful of quarterbacks. Going into the later part of this season, we're talking November, December football, where the quarterbacks themselves are going to answer those questions. It's not going to be us as media heads, pundits, saying will or won't they be there on the roster, but Trevor Lawrence, we have been wondering for quite some time, who is he? This was a big game. They needed this one. 13 for 23,
You know, under 200 yards, one touchdown, one pick. It's just tough to see this organization moving forward with a guy that they may not be 100% confident in.
In the locker room, you cannot fool. Instant update.
Instant update. Let's get some more highlights. Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on the Commanders. It's going to be Goff up the middle. Beautiful throw and catch on the little angle route right there. Detroit on top early in DC, 7-0. Good start for the Lions right there.
Good start for the Lions.
No question about it. All right, and of course, Marcus Mariota is in for the injured Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
All right, folks, we've got more coming your way as we continue on the State Farm Postgame Show. We'll do all of that after this.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the experience of this trainer.
Good to go.
But getting that trainer.
Megan Trainer. I'm all about that brace, no trouble. Give me your arm.
No, it's not for that.
Who are you?
Patrick, I play football.
This is Patrick, everyone. Give it up for Patrick. He does sports.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Why is no one clapping?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Here in Mainlandia, men love books.
Books are filled with the essentials. This Dr. Squatch deodorant is also filled with the essentials, like arrowroot and charcoal. It even smells like barrel-aged bourbon. I like that.
Bake it to another level with the iconic chocolate of Hershey's Kisses and creamy caramel of Rolo.
Where's the...
and creamy caramel of Rolo candies.
We've been framed.
You're in trouble, so we're here to help.
Kiss my ring right now.
This Thanksgiving,
I want the fox and that rabbit.
I would like to call a partner meeting.
We have to clear our names.
I got eyes on them.
We need to just lay low.
Flash, splash, 100-yard dash. We need to get across town, ignore the laws.
No problem.
Disney Zootopia 2. Tickets available now.
A Chewy order is on the way for Hunter, who finds anything he puts his nose to. This holiday, Mom uses Chewy to save up to 40% on gifts that Hunter loves hunting down. For low prices, for holidays with pets, there's Chewy.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. New Pineapple Paradise Olipop. Hunt for all 5 cans.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a bonkers deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. Get Gemini, when's our next train coming?
Right now.
Ah, nutcrackers. Gemini, where am I?
You're in a blender.
Time for elf care. Gemini, find me a massage, please. Oh, that was fast.
Get Samsung Galaxy S25 with Gemini and Watch and Tap, all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Have a game day snack in the oven? Just tell Siri. Set a timer for 15 minutes.
And all right. The highlights we go. New York Giants going up in Chicago Bears, and early on it's going to be Jackson Dart right here running this in from 24 yards out. Jackson Dart had 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, but later on he was going off and he was rolled out with a concussion. Did not finish this game. But on the 4th quarter, another comeback here for Caleb Williams. You can see him scramble left. He's going to go down the sideline from 17 yards. Caleb Williams, he had 80 yards rushing. He had a touchdown pass and no sacks. He had an outstanding game. Chicago goes to 6-3.
Saints taking on the Panthers, and it was the Tyler Shuck show. He goes on top right here for the 62-yard touchdown pass to Chris Olave. Beautiful throw and catch. Tyler Shuck's going to do it again. He's going to hit Jawan Johnson. Look at this, right down the chute, moves left. Okay. Beautiful throw and catch to the sideline, wide open on Johnson. Shuck had himself a day, 282 yards passing, 2 touchdowns.
My man was out there shucking and driving, huh? All right, here we go. We got the Ravens and the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy looking for Justin Jefferson, throwing it up to his guy, but somehow he falls down, and on the other end was Marlon Humphrey. McCarthy was picked twice on the day. Here's Lamar Jackson. He's going to hit his guy, his go-to. Okay, Mark Andrews with a little toe drag flag back in the end zone. The Baltimore Ravens all of a sudden winners of 3 in a row. They win this one 27-19. We have the Browns, we have the Jets, and a salute, tribute to Nick Mangold. Rocking the shirt that says a true Jet on the back, and that's what he was for sure and will forever be. But you know what, the Jets, they need to make plays, not just on offense, not just on defense. It was special teams that showed up for this squad. Isaiah Williams, that was a 74-yard touchdown. And then, how about this? Justin Fields saying, you know what, let me just get it out of my hands. I'm going to give it to Breece Hall. And Breece Hall says, I got you, fam. He does the rest on the screenplay. The Jets, not much on offense, but they win 27-20. All right, how about Seattle? They are bullying the little brother. They're beating up on the Cardinals right now. It's George Alani with the run, a little stiff arm to get into the end zone. And right now, it is 21-0. If we were playing video games, you would have to turn the game off. That is the skunk rule.
Skunk, it's over. We talked about Houston earlier having a playoff-type mentality in that game today.
Yeah.
Baltimore, same thing. Back against the wall to a certain extent and came out and delivered a really good performance. I thought balanced, right? They came out. Defense played physical. Ran the football with Derrick Henry, pounded it. Lamar Jackson, efficient performance.
Yep.
They needed it. They needed it, and they delivered.
And some of Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, this is 2 weeks in a row in the fourth quarter. He's brought back this team from deficits, and he's performed very well with the game on the line, not turning the football over. Under center was very, very good today. This Chicago Bears team is finding ways to close games, just like the New York Giants are finding ways to lose games when they get in the fourth quarter.
You know, I want to go back to the Baltimore Ravens because I remember we were on a production call maybe a month ago, and the Baltimore Ravens were struggling.
I remember the call.
And then someone on the call was like, you know, they're calling for Harbaugh's job. You know, the fans, they're whispering around there.
What was the reaction?
They weren't sitting on the desk that said that.
Right. Yeah, but it was just, and it's a fair comment because fans sometimes don't know what they're booing or don't even know what they're saying. Anyways, Coach, you got really upset, almost irate, and you were like, that's ridiculous.
Not almost. He was irate.
We love fans, and I'm not knocking fans because they have football IQs, but there are some that don't realize all of the different things that can go wrong that will put a team in a position where they're not playing well. And the reason you were upset was because of what?
Because the fact is they had a lot of things going on. They had some, Lamar Jackson was
injuries
that were taking place. And you know what? It's the ebb and flow of every season sometimes that brings you to the peak. We understand that roster. We also understand the DNA of that team. And they responded with their backs against it.
It's a prime example.
Favorable schedule coming down the stretch as well.
The big point here, have you seen John Harbaugh do it before?
100%.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. And he did, and they're doing it again right now. We'll see how it plays out. A lot more football still left to play, as Coach Cowher says. Back with more of the State Farm postgame show after this.
Say yes to this ride-on golf cart. And for larger vehicles, Sam's Club Roadside Assistance. Yeah, hi, I'm on the corner of Pants and Pork Rinds. Say yes to amazing deals on 100-inch TVs and express delivery. Sit down, fellas. This is based on a true story. Say yes to Sam's Club's baked goods and to custom frosting.
Here you go, Chris.
I love it, it's cooking. Say yes to what you want this holiday and to the joy of Sam's Club.
How does Freshpet make healthy food for dogs? The same way you make healthy food for people. Start here.
On farms like mine.
Plant the seeds, tend to the soil, feed the animals. Harvest fresh.
Ship it fresh.
And craft it into recipes that are vet-developed and protein-packed. Then when people tell you,
we can't put dog food in our fridges,
you build your own. Because your dog deserves fresh, healthy food just like you. Freshpet. Healthy food fresh from the fridge.
Wine and football can be complicated, like choosing a worthy vessel for your wine. When it comes to barefoot in the NFL, it's easy to enjoy.
Okay, you can stop asking for Reese's Oreo Cups because we literally made Reese's Oreo Cups. And they taste, sorry, amazing. That's probably why you asked for them in the first place, huh? Smart.
It's time for a Ram Fight Song! Tailgates, muscle tanks, stars and stripes. Ram loves college football and mascot fights. Hemi engines, hurricanes, Cummins too. True out of this NIL deals to you. The baddest truck you'll ever see with thousands of miles of warranty.
Now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on the 2026 Ram 1500.
Just back is sore. Let's go! Nice. Hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot. Just so back.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Plus card. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's a yo-wa?
Next Sunday, count on an NFL on CBS doubleheader with early action headline by an outstanding matchup between the Buccaneers and the Bills. Later, a crucial game, as Bill Cowher would call it, in the AFC West. That's when the Chiefs take on the division-leading Denver Broncos. It all starts noon Eastern when the NFL Today is live from Denver. Folks, you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus, as we welcome you back to the State Farm post-game show. Folks, we will switch gears here and let you know that we were all deeply saddened to learn about the passing of former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue at the age of 84. Over his 17 years as commissioner, he spearheaded new television deals, franchise and international expansion, and helped boost player wages. A member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Commissioner Tagliabue's legacy is evident in the continued success of the National Football League. Our thoughts and prayers are with his wife Chandler, son Drew, and daughter Emily at this time. Coach Cowher, your floor.
Well, listen, I went into the Hall of Fame in 2020, and Paul Tagliabue was in the same class. Let us go back from the time I was in the National Football League. He's always been there. He was there my entire time as a head coach. Matter of fact, Roger Goodell served under him for his entire time in his 17 years that Paul was a commissioner. You think about the NFL, they've had 3 commissioners in 65 years. You went from Pete Rozelle for 29 years to Paul Tagliabue for 17, and Roger now is in his 19th year. That's stability. Yeah. And I think all 3 of these men had the ability to bring people together. They were visionaries. They were leaders. They did what was in the best interest of the National Football League while being very respectful of trying to bring all the parties together. Yeah. There was compromise. There was sacrifice. There's a degree.
I realized I had a football game while I was coming through. Why is that? I realized I had a football game while I was coming through. Why is that? I know why. That should fix the problem. Doesn't sound like it. Yeah, that should fix the problem. the fuck? What the fuck?
With YouTube Premium, you can watch ad-free.